What's going on, guys? Welcome to another day of beautifulness here in the beautiful state of Ohio, Buckeye State. I'm Jesse Miller, your coach here. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about some really cool things. It's going to be the 3 tips that I find that most people in network marketing fail at, and that's the 3 things that hold them back from being successful. So we're actually going to talk about that today and how to actually help you to change that and be successful in your business. So if you're just coming on, give me a 1 down below. Let me know where you're coming in from, guys, and we'll get started here. So what I find is the number one thing that I find that most people start out their business, and especially in network marketing, is they have a hard time getting the idea or the concept behind branding themselves, right? Branding themselves to be successful. And I think where a lot of network marketers in particular miss this point is that they come on and they start setting up especially let's talk about Facebook, setting up their Facebook profile, and then they go off and start trying to copy and paste their way to success. Well, what I find a lot of times with my students are that they come on and they don't really set their page up successfully. So they're actually setting themselves up to fail in the beginning. So how do you change that? How do you fix that? I keep hitting it, and I apologize. So how do you fix that? How do you set yourself up for success in the beginning? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about that. So the first thing, though, I find people fail is branding themselves. The second thing is prospecting, right? How do you prospect? What do you do? Who do you talk to? How do you get people to open up and talk to you about your business? How do you do it without sounding like you're trying to sell, right? Sounding like a pitchy car salesman. Sorry, guys, I love you, but that's just the persona I hear a lot from my students. I don't want to sound like here's here's the funny thing. I always ask my students. I say, well, when you think of a salesperson, what do you see? Right? And that's what I want to ask you. I want you to think about a salesperson. I want you to think, what do you see when you see a salesperson? When you think about a salesperson, what do you see? All right? You got that picture in your head? So, and I want you to write down below. Tell me what you think of when you think of a salesperson. What's the picture you see? And I want you to post that down below. Tell me what you see. But what I hear a lot of my students say is, I see this sleazy car salesman kind of guy, and I'm like, well, why do you feel you see that? And it's just because of society, the way that society's been brought through, and how people have been sold in the past, right? Because of the old selling techniques and the way that they sell, that most people still have that same mentality of, that's the way that people try to be pushy and salesy. So you want to make sure that you're not coming across that way. But how do you find success and be able to go out and prospect and build a real business if you're not able to have those conversations? So that leads me to the next part, is getting the commitment, right? The closing of the deal, if you will. So how do you get that? How do you get through this process? How do you go from step 1, step 2, and step 3, and then success? Well, you got to make sure you're setting up your business, because that's what you have here, right? You have a business that you're setting up. So anytime that you get your business started and you're in either network marketing or any kind of direct sales, this is still a business, and you have to treat it that way. So if you're out there setting up your business on the front end, your wall, right? That's your point of entry. If you're using your personal wall, of course, or any other avenue, you want to make sure that you have that set up in a way that's going to be set up for success. And you can check out my wall. You can actually see how I have it set up. I actually have it set up the way that you should set your wall up. So if this is something that you're having a hard time with, just go check out my wall, or you should be on there right now, and just kind of see how I have it laid out. And you can kind of see some of the things that I do. When you come to my page, you automatically know what I do. I'm in network marketing. I'm a trainer. I'm actually a coach. I do a lot of different things, and I have my stuff up there on purpose. Every single thing that I do on purpose, right? So anywhere from my personal profile to my header to my content, to the way that I communicate with every single person I'm talking with. So the reason I do all that is so when I go out and start those conversations, or if I have people coming to my page, they automatically see, hey, this person does this, they do that, and there's no question about it, right? So when I actually reach out to people, they automatically know that that's what I do. So I don't get the, oh, well, is this a pyramid scheme, or is this one of those weird scam things? I don't get that. And the reason that is because the way that I'm setting my brand up in the beginning, right? The way I set my system up in the beginning, so as it works through the process and I'm watering the seeds, I'm communicating with people, I never get that crazy, that person that asked me, was this, and it's not really crazy, it's just that they're not educated to what we do. So I try to stay away from that, but I do that on the front end with my marketing and my communication and the way that I'm reaching out to people. So that's what I would want you to start doing. So make sure that you're setting up your business on the front end for success as you go through the process. Now, the second thing is, how do you prospect? What do you do? What do you say? How do you say it? How do you move people through that process and then move them into the close, right? The commitment phase. Well, you have to know what to say, when to say it, how to say it through the process of communication. But you got to get those conversations started, right? So you're probably asking, well, how do I do that? Well, you just got to do it, right? It's the simplest way. You got to do it. You got to get out there and you got to start communicating. Just start those conversations. And I think I showed a couple of ways to do that in a couple other videos. So just go back and check those out. But you want to make sure that you understand that when you're in a business, you got to have every piece in place, just like you would with playing chess, right? Every piece has a way of making the game work better for you and winning. So if you want to be a winner here, you have to strategically set up your system, your business for success, and that starts with your beginning, right? That's your wall. And then you want to go to the content that you're putting on your wall, the posts that you're doing. Make sure that you're posting the good stuff, right? You're giving value, you're giving content, you're helping people move through their day so they get value. And if they're getting value, they're going to continue to come back to get more value to help them be successful in their business. So you want to make sure you're doing that. So is this helping you guys? Is this helping you? So make sure you give me some love down below. If this is helping you, give me a 4. If you're getting what I'm saying here and you understand that you have to set your wall up right, you have to be giving good content, and all that that you're doing in the beginning is going to help you on the back end where you're starting to get that conversation going, prospecting, and closing, right? The commitment. So thanks for the thumbs up, guys. So listen, here's the process. So again, make sure you have your wall set up correctly. Check out my wall, see the kind of content I'm doing. The reason I do all this is for a reason. I'm not just weirdly doing things just to be doing it. I'm actually doing every single thing that I do is strategically done for a reason to help me move in the direction I need to go. And that's starting conversations, prospecting, watering the seeds with my content, but also bringing value. But when I have those conversations with those prospects that I'm communicating with that are interested in working with me or actually in my business, then I'll reach out to them, and then we'll move forward through the commitment phase, closing the deal, if you will. So that's the process. Now, if you guys want some more information, I've got something coming up that I'm doing. I've been talking about this a little bit, but I just launched it. I've got people coming in. I'm hearing some really good things. It's really changing a lot of people's business already. A lot of good feedback. So I wanted to test it a little bit just to be sure, but I'm going to post the link down below in the comment section if that's something that you're interested in, or if you'd like to check it out. Just click on it, go check it out, totally free. I am putting together a private group as well to go with that. You'll see once you get there. But again, it's totally free. It's going to teach you some of the things that I'm telling you here today, how to set up your wall. I'm going to take you through it step by step, how to set your wall up correctly, what kind of content you should be posting. Also, how to start those conversations. I'm actually going to do a live demonstration in one of the videos where I'm going to show you live how I'm starting those conversations and how I take you through that process to not only get the conversation started, but how to move them through the process and actually get them to get on the phone or join your business. So if that's something that you're interested in or you feel would help you, then I'll put that down there for you, and you'll be able to check that out. Other than that, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions on this, make sure you comment down below. If you haven't yet, make sure you go somewhere up here and subscribe to my live feed. Be bringing some great value for you every single day. But that's it, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Jesse Miller, your coach, your virtual coach, and we'll see you then. Take care, guys.